then we're going to finish fitting up our front windshield posts. Got it all looking good up here in the top section. Got a little tune-up to do here and there, but for the most part, it's all fit well. Now then, we'll trim these back, get these to fit, make where they can blend together here, blend together here. Our structure fits our upper panel. It's fitting the cowl just right. Everything is happy and relaxed. I'm going to just cut this point off so not having to deal with it. We'll just we're going to make a piece to go in there to fill that anyway. So we just get that out of the way. This is where it was setting stock, and you can see that because we leaned everything back, that we got to go back. So I'm going to tip this back about where I want it, where I think it should be. And my gap between here and here is about 1/8 of an inch, starting at that corner. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off the back and go to 0 right there. We're just going to kind of sneak up on it a little bit at a time. We'll take it about 1/8 off the back, right here, to 0 in the front, something like that. Leaf cut right here. So we trim that back, bumped it around a little bit, lines up good there, all the way to here. We're not too worried about that. Mainly right here and our angle here. Okay, so fit the other side, same way. And then we'll get our other piece back up here and figure out where our cuts are going to be, so we can put the top half and the bottom half to get them tacked together, double check everything, and then get it all welded up and get the post completely metal finished. Since we have our door here, you know, our door's our reference of where everything's going to go. If you put this up here where the factory, where it was from the factory, and you line it up here, and then you kind of gap it at the top where it's going to be, you can see that we got this huge gap right here, okay? Well, and the gap is caused because if you notice in the door is pretty consistent coming up, right? Okay, so it's pretty consistent. So we have two choices. We can add to the door and bring it out here and then add on to the top of the door, but then the door is going to come up and then it'll go, instead of following in a nice arc, you know, a nice line, it's going to come up and then joggle forward, which won't look right. So what we need to do is we need to bring this here on the cowl back to about right there, which is, you know, about, if you look at it, it's probably 1/8 of an inch that needs to come back at the top. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a slice. You can see kind of got a little pencil line, but I'm going to cut it from here up to here and then drill these spot welds out, and then I'm going to take this little triangle off, and then we're going to add a little bit of metal to the triangle. Then we're going to reposition it on here, scribe it, tack it on, and then all this will be in the correct position, so whenever we go to put this piece on, everything is where it needs to be. As you can see, you know, we're going to add to it, and then we're going to tip it back and make it line up just about perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a 1/2 inch strip or something to it, and then we'll trim it back. one more repair we got to make. It's these factory repairs right here to this mess right here. We're gonna fix them while we've cut it off the car where it's easy to do. Started on the one for the driver's side. Here it is. Got this much of it done. I'm gonna cut it so I can figure out where the return has to be on it, and then we'll weld the other little flange piece on it. Okay, so if you're making a patch panel and it has an overlay, there's something you got to be aware of when you're putting it on or going to fit it up to weld it in. So say I was going to just weld this in. If I just went around it and scribed it like this and then cut it to the line, well, these two lines right here, when I put it in, there's going to be a big gap, and that's because of just material thickness. Okay, so as you can see, this is a 1/16, and then that would really open up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to scribe this part of it from the like this, see? Okay, so I'm just going to cut this much of it out first. I'm going to cut right across here and through here and then back a little ways. Fit it right inside there. Need to file just a little bit, just a little snug. So it fits good there, fits good here. Clamp it in place. Check all my little areas. It looks pretty good. There we go. See, on these original cars, if you try to get rid of all this original body seams, they were really rough on them when they built them. I mean, just, you can see that right there. It's fat, skinny, fat. So we're gonna have to work all this. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to get to. I may have to make some little tools just so I can get up in there and dolly this around and get it as best we can. And then it still probably needs some body work, but still get it as best we can. Like I said, we're going to tune up this gutter here. Made a simple little piece of wood, kind of sanded it till it kind of fit in there. Nothing crazy. It's just sanded piece of of wood, plywood, hardwood. Don't make it complicated. Let's see how it looks. Looky there, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. That'll sand out real nice. Pretty good transition. That look good? Yeah. Looks good here. I got it all sanded. Look at that blend. Nice blend. Nice, nice. Not bad. Can't even tell it was there. It's not 100% perfect, but it's 1,000,000% better than it was.